Welcome to the ab core routine part 1. Hopefully you guys have watched the stabilizer part 1 routine. This is going to be very similar in the sense that we're going to be working on form and getting technique down. This one, for this, you need to be very slow and smooth and really focus on getting that form. We don't want any injuries, and we want to try and get this down so next week when we start doing Zoom classes, when I ask you to get into a starting position, you'll know what I'm expecting and what good form would look like in it. I will give you instructions again during that, but it will just help make it a little bit smoother and quicker. So what today's going to look like, and first, before I go on, let me mention this. Make sure you have a parent around or someone around to help you in case you need it. Make sure you're following directions well, and that to keep you as safe as possible. So what we're going to work today is our core, and what we're going to need is a soccer ball, a cone or something to give us some height, so something about 5 inches of height. So if you don't have this, you could find like a box of crackers. A cereal box would be a little high, but I mean it would be more of a workout, or a small box of some sort, a little ball if you have it, and a little cone. If you don't have those things, the main items you need are a soccer ball and something to give you some height. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to put you through a series of exercises. We're going to start with what's called a partner workout. And if you have a partner, go ahead and get them ready to help you here in a second. I'm going to show you some exercises, but what we're going to do today with it is more show you how to set it up at home for yourself. So we're not going to get a full workout with that. We're just more going to open your eyes up to the form and how to do it. So at the end, I will go over the name of the exercises, so if you want to write them down. But I'd encourage you with the partner exercises specifically to go ahead and get the technique down and practice with your partner. And then later set up a stopwatch and see if you can do a minute at a time each, and then add sets to it. Do 2 sets of 3 minutes of one of the exercises, and so on and so forth. So this video is more meant to give you an idea on form and technique and allow you to be able to kind of write up your own routine at home as far as the workouts and doing them with a partner. After the partner workout, I'm going to actually put you through a bit of a workout on your core using our cone, our big ball, and our little ball. So the note on the partner stuff is we're going to go through it a little bit, not get a full workout, not burn you out as much as I'd like to and how we're going to do it on our Zoom classes, but enough that you get an intro into what to do and at home so you could do a stopwatch and create your own workouts. Have your own music going in the background and be able to give yourself your own workout. Does that sound good? So we'll start with partner workout. Try and keep in mind what we're doing. You might want to watch this all the way through and then actually try the exercises if you're a visual learner. And then afterwards, keep in mind this partner ones to see if maybe writing it down and doing your own workout plan. Again, I'd start with 30 seconds to a minute sets and building from there. And instead of adding longer, like a minute, 2 minutes, I'd add a set. So 1 set, 2 set, 3 sets at a minute at a go. Make sense? Okay, so if you have someone around you to make sure that you're staying safe, awesome. And if your partner is ready, let's get going. So my partner today is Miss Jordan Yurkowski, a U8 soccer player, a threat on the field. She's also a rapper and goes by the name The Dark Rapper. So without further ado, here's my partner for today. Hello. High five it. She's leaving me hanging. Great. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the soccer ball. So Miss Jordan is going to take the soccer ball. She's going to be near the bottom of my feet. We're going to start with what's called a V-sit. This is going to lead into a Russian twist later, and it's going to be a base form I want you guys to get down. So the V-sit is literally our hips are at a V. So my legs are at a diagonal, my chest is at a diagonal, creating a V. So I'm not too tight, I'm not too way back, I'm right easy with my chest up, and my knees flat facing me to where I have a V shape between my chest and my knees. So look at my hips, and it should be the baseline of a V. Okay, that's our starting position. I'm going to show you what we're first going to do. So we start with our V-sit. Right from here, we're going to engage our core, get it tight, and lift our feet up together about 2 to 3 inches off the ground. So only like a little bit off the ground, and we're going to hold this. What our partner is going to do is they're going to pass this ball to our hand. So this is the partner pass. V-sit, partner pass. So when you're doing this at home and you're writing down notes on this, this will be the V-sit, partner pass. And you just keep going back and forth. As you get the hang of this, your partner is going to throw some to the side of you. So Jordan's going to throw some out here, good, and out here. So out to my sides. It's going to hit my obliques and work my core a little different. It's also making me try and keep this V shape really good. So we just go back and forth, and a little bit faster. Like if I had one thing I'd ask Jordan is to go a little faster. Oh, my partner, hold it. There we go. Partner's back in it. Good, and hold, Jordan. Oh, now hold it. We're gonna hold this out. You should actually be feeling it a little bit, just even by holding this, and we'll come down. So hold that for me, Jordan. So that's V-sit with partner passing. So the baseline for that is chest passes to each other. As you get the hang of that, your partner is gonna pass you some to the side. So try and do sets of a minute and have your partner load you forward and side to side, all the while keeping your V. What you wanna avoid is this or this, all wobbly. You should be a brick house. This should not be moving. It should be boom, 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 boom. Hold it. If you lose it, reset and get your balance again. Okay, now we're gonna do single arm V-sit partner passes. So I'm gonna get my V shape. I'm gonna bring my feet off the ground, still keeping my V shape. My partner's gonna pass me balls to one hand at a time. So remember, Jordan, one hand. There we go. You're gonna catch and you're gonna send it back. Send it back. Now see how I have to fight for some of these? That's good, it's gonna work my core more. So as you get the hang of it, your partner can start giving you harder passes. Jordan seems to be starting. Jordan's like, you're gonna learn today, woman. You're gonna learn today. Okay, so remember, catch with single hands and hold, Jordan. Hold it. Okay, now let's hold our V and down. So just even from doing those, I can feel it start hitting the burn a little bit. So those are single arm partner passes. So we have V-sit partner passes, which is both hands. We have single arm partner passes. Yeah? And what you can do is do sets of a minute, starting with 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, and so forth. So that's how that partner passing is gonna look. The other thing we're gonna do is Jordan is gonna come around behind me. I'm gonna take the ball. Okay? I'm gonna put the ball in between my legs. I'm gonna scoot my rear down, come down, scoot back a little bit, and I'm gonna hold on to your partner's legs. So I'm gonna hold on to Jordan's legs. I'm gonna bring her the ball. She's gonna hold it. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna bring my legs down without touching the floor. I'm not letting them touch. Come back up, and I'm gonna get the ball and come down. And back up, and back down. And back up, and back down. Whoop, I can tell I'm gonna lose the ball. I had to pick it back up and back down. Let's do one more. Up and down. Oh, I just took it to the face. All right, that's okay. So, those are leg, thank you, Jordan, you did a very good job. Those are leg lift partner passes. So again, the form on that is you're gonna hold on to your partner's feet. You're gonna put the soccer ball between your legs. You're gonna engage your core. Bring your legs up to your partner. Hand off the ball, they're gonna grab it. You're gonna bring your legs back down without touching the ground. Bring them back up. You grab it in between your legs and bring the ball back down. Those are leg lifts. For those, I would really start with only like sets of 1 to 3 until you know that you can be really strong, because that's one that your lower back, if it's a little fatigued or your core isn't very strong, it could you could feel it in your lower back, and you don't want to feel it there. So I would start with sets of 3, take a break, and then do another set of 3, take a break, and then try again, and then take a break for a day on that. Make sure that you're strong on those ones. Those ones are some lower abs, and they're a little bit more isolating, specifically on that exercise, so we want to make sure we don't overdo it. Now that said, if you do it no problem, you use your best estimate as to how many reps per set you want to do. But for a beginner, I would start with 3, really focus on being slow, engaging that core before you even lift those legs up, squeeze your abs to help bring those legs up, okay? Also, the partner with the ball, it's a little tricky sometimes loading the legs. Just be patient and wait for them to get their legs on it before you take it out. Otherwise, you might have a ball to the face, which isn't going to be the end of the world, but it happens. So those are our partner passes, partner drills that I want you to practice at home. So again, we have the V-sit passes, which is basic V-sit position, and your partner passes the ball to your hands, going forward and then side to side. Then we have the same start V-sit with single arm passes, side to side. And then we have leg lifts with the ball partner pass. So those are ones to try at home with the partner and keep track, write down how many sets you're doing and the time, and kind of build off them. Get your baseline. It's always better to start conservative, so with low numbers or low time, and have very good form, and then build from it. I love those partner passes, and we're gonna do those a lot on the Zoom. So if you don't have a partner, I will show you a modification that you can do in the meantime during classes if you don't have a buddy who can load you a ball, okay? So that was the first part of our video. That was partner stuff. Now we're going to move into individual stuff we can do without partners. So what we're going to start with is our Russian twist. And you guys already got a heads up because I showed you the V-sit. So for Russian twists start with the V-sit. So we have our good positioning. Our good V-sit is our chest is up, our knees are up, and we have a good V shape from our hips. We're not too far back, we're not too far in, we're just right, creating that V with our hips. What we're gonna do is lift our feet a few inches off the ground, and we're gonna hold this position for the Russian twist. As you're doing these, if this is too hard to hold, put your feet down. This is a modified version. So modified is V-sit, feet down, and you're just gonna twist back and forth. If that is too easy, do the little more advanced where you lift your feet up and keep that same position. The key is when you lift your legs, your V should not change. If you lift your legs and you're all over, you're not ready to lift your legs, okay? So if you can hold it and lift your legs and have your V not change, you're good to go. All right? So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's get our V shape. Chest is up, belly is tucked in. Our thighs are at an angle, kind of like we have a slide coming down our hip and a slide from our chest coming down to our hip. So we have a V right in our hip. Now we're gonna lift our legs. Now we're gonna take our soccer ball, bounce it right, bounce it left. Keep it going. Try and keep that V as best you can. So bounce, bounce. Very good. Bounce, bounce. 2 more. 1, 2, and hold. Relax. Roll out those hips a little bit if you need to, if you're getting a little tight. Now we're gonna do 1 more set of those. So if you are doing these at home, which is what I'm encouraging you to do, I'm just giving you examples and helping you prep for our Zoom classes, is I would, instead of doing counts like 15, 16, 17, I would set a timer for 30 seconds or a minute. That way you don't have to count and all of a sudden a timer goes off and you've either kept up with it or if you haven't. Kind of like the pacer at school and gym, okay? So V-sit, yeah? Feet up, good. Ready? Begin. You're gonna bounce the ball right next to your hip and try and catch it. Keep your chest forward, but stretch out those arms to the side. You should be feeling this in the outside of your abs. At this point, you might also be feeling it just in the center of your abs, depending on your fitness level. Try and keep your core and your upper body as good, holding that V. Keep going. Bounce, 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 and hold and down. Very good. Okay, now what we're gonna do is called figure eights. So we just did Russian twists, where we started with the V-sit. Now we're gonna do figure eights. If you have a soccer ball, you can use it for this. If you have a smaller ball, I would actually use a smaller ball for this. So for our figure eights, we're gonna do our V-sit. We're gonna lean back a little bit more. We're gonna let ourselves be a little sloppier. Lift our legs up, and you're literally gonna put the ball through your leg, through your leg, through your leg. Good. And just keep it going. So you're just, and why they call it figure eights is we're making an 8 through our legs. So over, under, and keep it going. Good. Woo! Nice. And hold. So figure eights. So we have Russian twists, then we have our figure eights, and now we're gonna do what's called drop downs. So we had, for our Russian twist, we used our big soccer ball. For our figure eights, we used our little ball. And for our drop downs, we're gonna have our cones or something that gives you some height. So we put that down, just like that. And I'm gonna show you a modified. So modified is a little bit easier version. You're gonna go ahead and support your body. So let's say you're having a hard time with the V-sits, or maybe you're fatigued already by what we've done. Then go ahead and support your body. Lift your feet up over your cones, and you're gonna take 1 foot at a time and dip it down. So right, left. Now I'm doing the modified right now, which is supporting my body. Everything is slow and controlled. See how my legs are controlled coming up, controlled coming down. Okay, let's pause for a second. Now let's show you the advanced version. So modified is supporting your body. Advanced is coming up in that V-sit, legs a little bit higher. Put your arms across your chest and dip that leg down. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Right, left, left. Keep it going. Good. Try and keep that V nice and tight. Yes. Yes. Now hold. Let's support ourselves. Let's finish it out. Let's burn it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish I had music, right? Good. Good. And pause. Okay, so recap on those abs was Russian twist, which starts with the V-sit, right? We start with the V-sit. Modified is feet down. Advanced is feet up. We use the ball and bounce it on each side of our hip. Then we have figure eights, which is a V-sit, a little sloppy. We can go back a little bit. And we do figure eights through our legs. And then we end with drop downs with our feet. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do those right in a row. Okay, you're gonna feel what it's like to have what's called a burnout. So even if individually you're like, these aren't so hard, coach, put them together with one set and they might seem a little harder. If you're already like, I already feel these, good for you, that's good. We're stimulating your muscles. If you need a break, take a break. Remember to modify the exercise, drop your feet. And on the last one, the drop downs to modify is we put our arms down. Are we ready to try some? Okay, so get everything close by that you need. So I have my soccer ball close, I have my little ball close, and I have my cones ready to slip under me. Because we're gonna try and have little break at all in between them. Are we good to go? All we ready? What? I'm just buying time because I'm old and tired. No, okay, we ready? So let's get V-sit. Yep. Lift our feet. We're getting ready to perform Russian twist. Start up top and now drop. Keep it going. Remember, chest is up. Hips are solid, nice V shape. Feet are together. Try and get that bounce far out to the side. The further out you are, the more you'll get a twist. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Very good. You can start doing double bounces just to break it up. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Back to 1. Good. Hold it. Keep going. Keep going in that position. Okay. Put the ball down. Immediately grab your little ball. Figure eights. Pump the leg forward. Pump the leg back. Forward. Over. Under. Over. Under. Good. Keep it going. Excellent. Good job. Over. Under. Over. Under. Pause. Grab your cones. Put them right under your feet. Let's start with modified. We'll support our weight. Down, right, left. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good job. Very good. Pause. Let's get a good form. V up. Now without mod. Good. 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 Let's do 5 more. 4 more each leg. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Very good. So let's come forward. So again, this was a quick little core blast. And what I'm hoping you can do is learn these exercises and forms. So 1, you can do them at home. And 2, you can be ready for the Zoom classes where we're going to do them as a group and do a lot more reps. So if you already felt them good, that's a good sign that we need to work it a little more. And if they were fairly easy, then we just need to add some more reps to it and work you out a little bit more. So just to reiterate, for the single exercises, we started with the Russian twist with the ball. Remember, modified is feet on the floor, advanced is feet up. Then we transitioned to figure eights, which is big movements through our legs as they push in and out. Then we ended with drop downs, which is where we have our starting position. Modified would be hands behind our back, down supporting our base. Advanced is no hands down. And we just drop our feet to the side. So that's the single exercises. The partner exercises we had were V-sits with passes, V-sits with single hand passes, and then we also had partner leg lifts where we lift the ball to our partner's hands. So remember, with all the exercises in the V-sit, here's the key. Keep that V in your hips, keep your chest up, and modified is feet down on all of them, advanced is feet up. So how you know you're ready for advance is if you can bring your feet up and not have a huge transition. You'll have a settle shift, but it's not gonna be like tipsy top, not like back and forth, not like whoa. It's gonna be strong core, lift those legs up, minimal change. So modified advanced. Both are great exercises. Don't be ashamed if you're just doing beginner. We all have to start somewhere, and I'd rather have you start beginner with amazing form. So please work on this at home, work on the form, start writing out your own little sessions, like maybe trying to do what I just went through without any breaks, like the Russian twist, the figure eights, and the foot drops. Maybe try to do that 3 times in a row. So you do a set of that, you'd rest for like a minute, and then do another set of that, rest for a minute, do another set of that, rest for a minute, and then stretch really good. One thing I want to show you really quick before I wrap up this quick core routine is just a couple stretches for you to do. So believe it or not, having to hold those V-sits will get our hip flexors tight. So one thing we can do is stretch out our hips before we're all done. So put one foot off to the side, inside pigeon, drop your leg to the back, and come up top and stretch out those hips. It'll just help kind of stretch out those muscles we were just contracting so much to help recovery and also help so you're not so sore later. And back down. Bring your leg in, and let's switch to the other side. So pigeon up front, drop your base leg under your hip, lay out your bottom foot, good, and stretch out that hip. Very good. And come back to center. So again, this was more of a video to prep you for our upcoming Zoom classes, but also give you some home ideas on ways to hit your core and work it a little bit. If anything causes pain, we shouldn't be doing it. We need to stop and ask an adult or ask me for some help on it, because sometimes form, if it's off, we might tweak something a little bit, so we want to make sure our form is right. We should start feeling a burn, like even I could feel it. I was getting my sweat a little bit going, having to focus. Feeling the muscles fatigued is a good sign. Sharp pain is not. So always be aware of that and be safe. Remember, strong core helps you stay injury-free and also makes you crazy strong on the pitch. It's important for shooting, and it's important for running, and it's important for being strong on the ball. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I can't wait to see you guys next week on our Zoom workouts. Again, remember, watch this a few times to get the form down, even if you have to replay back, and lock down that form so when we get to working in groups, you have it and we can just work it out. Let me know how it goes too. I want to know how you guys are doing.